Hi. You can see I'm looking very bad, right? uh, since even before my last video, I've been sick, right? And even during the Christmas, I've been sick for a couple days and then feeling better for a day or two, and then flu and sinus and just very bad. So just get ready with me, okay? I'm going to use this. And if you follow my Instagram or Facebook, you'll notice that I'm starting to intake some of the Chinese medicines. That is for, like, my father insists me to take that, is because I have very bad sleeping habit, like sleeping very late, almost in the, actually I'm sleeping in the morning. That's why some of you, when you message, I can reply it so instantly. It's because I'm still awake. And which is very bad for my systems, especially I'm not a teenager anymore. And last night, actually from yesterday, all things, I got very terrible headache. It's not really terrible, it's just like keep on like hanging around. And the feelings is, I know that I have my blood pressure went up again. It went up to very high, 140 something, 150 something, 80 something, under, or 90 something. Yeah, very bad, very bad. So I just start to intake the medicines and see whether it can help. Because before I have see a heart specialist doctor, because my family doctor telling me I have the from my record, he said, like, if I keep on like my habit or things, I might have a heart attack or something like that, because my blood is considered thick. That means the blood flow is not very good. So I went to see a heart specialist. And also, as I mentioned before, I have problem with like cholesterol, not very high, but slightly. Maybe it's because genetic. My grandparents, both sides, is having diabetics, high blood, and also cholesterol. So maybe I'm the lucky one to have what they're having. So I'm trying to control it now from the natural way, and because I have allergy reaction with cholesterol medicines, which actually is more than 5 years ago that I have experience with the medicines. So when I see the heart specialist about 3 years ago, he already telling me that, like, I have to be very careful since I have allergy reactions with cholesterol medicines, meaning I will have a lot of allergy problem with a lot of medicines, that he will not suggest any medicines if I can find a natural way to cure my problems. But in that time, he said, I don't have any instant problem. Just monitor, be aware, something like that. And even though he said like if I feel some problem, like I feel like pain up here, and some people would think that something is maybe heart or something. That's why he ran the test on me without putting any medicines in my body. He said I'm fine, but from then I went to see a Chinese doctor. He said here we have just on the side of your breast area, even men you have this area. We have the acupuncture points over here, and also is one of the lympus is pain over here. So the Chinese doctor already telling me, but I always forgot to massage this area. If you press just around on the center of your rib cage, then you can feel just slightly over the left or right area. That is a point that you have to massage it and let it through. But I always forgot to do it. I just do it once a while, like really not enough. Nice. When I press it, it's so pain. Just like this here, I also have not really through. So you can see my sinuses. Anyhow, be fast. 我影緊嘢。So I have to speed up with my makeup. Maybe I just use this. And the video I'm watching is from I'm not recommended yet until I see results, or maybe I should share with you what I have watched and see whether you have noticed this this YouTuber is Robert Morrison. He suggested as to do like fruitarian to be okay, but I'm not sure about that. I have watched one of the video of one of the ladies. She 30 something, and she's fruitarian, and I have noticed that she really gained a lot of weight. I think the type of fruit, like especially when this Robert Morrison saying that like oranges, berries, which is like berries is not really easy in Asia to purchase, and consider very expensive if you need to like if I need to fill up my belly with berries. And even like, or if I need to buy organic, just a small plastic box of maybe blueberries or raspberries, things like that. It's cost maybe about 60 something Hong Kong. That's almost $10 US. Sometimes it's run out of very expensive. It's slightly less than $10 US. but just one box. I think maybe because I stress myself too much. Like, you know, when the kids travel, like my son, remember I said like he went to Korea for ski, or he go out at night. You know, I'm trying to let go a lot of things which I'm not able to control, but it's not easy. It's another like subject for me to learn. When your kids starting to grow up, is another lesson for me to learn to let go. You know, maybe next year, and if he study abroad, then I have to tell myself not to worry too much. Especially, you know, I can't reach. If I worry that much, that I will have a lot of problems myself. Let me double check my face first. Very roughly. Just need to go out with my daughter. Maybe add a little bit baby glow. Someone asked me about should she mix the baby glow with BB cream or CC cream. I don't recommend, because this thing is not very heavy. If you mix them together, this is like for me is like a highlighter. Okay, if you mix it up, that means you highlight your whole face. Is real like very puffy, like this behind this area. I don't think you would like it to highlight it, you know, to glow. I just need certain area to have this effect, so I'm not looking so puffy and not so flat. And I found like when you're tired, when you're sick, your pigment will pop up even more noticeable, like you can see, and they're not easy to disappear. And also I think before Christmas, yeah, when the weather dropped around 10, close to 10, I started to have problems. Like, I'm very easy to catch cold. I'm a tropical fish. Then just on and off, like being sick. Any one of you is fruitarian? Actually, I want to know how it goes. Any downside with it? My daughter's like, she says she challenged me for being like vegetarian or something like that. But I said I love food too much. It's hard for me to be just eat certain things for certain time, especially in the morning times. I'm not sure that I can have just fruit. And then I went to the Sony store. Maybe I can get another Sony, like, so that I can use all the lens that I have purchased before. But the thing is, the new one, I'm not able to flip the the screen all the way like facing me, so I can see what I'm doing, like to see whether the focusing is on track. And I prefer the screens on top of the lens, or instead of on the sideway, because if on the sideway I feel like not really, I don't like that way. I like it prefer on the top, so I can just sometimes looking at the lens itself, then instead of looking at the screen. Do you have an exciting Christmas, New Year, or a quiet one? I think mine is considered quiet. It's good to be quiet, actually. Lucky is quiet. Otherwise, it will stress me out a little bit more. And also I want to mention that since I need to wash my brushes, I prefer using soap, like soap bar, than any other things. I found the result is much more better, is because the ingredient of making a soap bar is oil plus lye. Okay, but if you use like some people said using shampoo. I don't like using shampoo. I have tried it because the shampoo will have a coating of things like on it, so got a good soap bar to cleanse a brush. And I don't like to use the brush cleansing things. I found it's not so good for the brush itself. I have used some of it before, and I have tried a couple brands, but I don't really like the result of it. Unless you have like synthetics, that if you have synthetics brush, that is fine. But if you have natural hair one, I don't recommend using those things. I found like drawing my eyebrow is using most of my time. Like just now I have used the brown pencil. Now I have to use this, so it will have a fuller looking, more natural looking. I can see my skin is very bad, very dry. It's all puffed up. A fuller brow actually will look more useful than very thin brow, unless you have very tight skin, no, very firm, then it will not look so odd. Yeah, I'm not 100% feeling fine today. But I have to say Happy New Year to you guys. Because I have lost the opportunity to say Merry Christmas. Thank you very much for your patience, and I will hopefully I haven't seen the result of my some of the clips that I just use my mobile phone to record, and hopefully it's turned out okay. Happy New Year again.